6 months after the Eagles trade away C.J. Gardner-Johnson, E.J. Smith, the Texans release C.J. Gardner-Johnson after 3 games, begging the question, do you think Howie Roseman will be interested in a reunion? The second reunion.
It's an interesting proposition. You think about the moves the Eagles made during the offseason at safety, drafting Andrew Mukuba in the second round. They feel like they're pretty well set at safety. I wonder if CJ Gardner-Johnson's versatility could be an asset for them, though. Like as a nickel cornerback, somebody who could facilitate Cooper DeJean moving outside. That probably does make the secondary better, but I still can't quite get there. I still can't quite talk myself into a reunion, not just because of the off-field stuff, the locker room dynamics. I don't think that CJ Gardner-Johnson, I think he's actually has proven that he fits okay into the Eagles locker room. And I think that he still has fans in that building. But again, I just can't quite get there to think that he would be a real upgrade for what the Eagles secondary looks like right now.
Some of the things we talked about last season, part of the reason they brought him in was to reinstill that toughness, that physicality. And then when they traded him away, it was already clear that like this defense already has that now. They don't need him to be the one bringing that when you have Zach Bond and you have Jod Campbell and even guys like Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell are willing to be physical. Jalen Carter, right? So that part of it doesn't feel like a necessity. But you're right. I mean, listen, safety and or nickel is an issue for them a little bit. I would be surprised if they would bring him in and put him over Andrew Mukuba. I think they want him to grow into that role.
Yes.
But I also think you're right. There may not be, for all the reasons that you're already hearing about in Houston, you know, him not getting along with guys in the locker room. There's probably a limited list of suitors for CJ Gardner-Johnson. So I don't think that it's impossible that the Eagles, given their experience with him, knowing how to handle him, you mentioned guys in the building like him a lot. Nick Sirianni is a big fan of CJ Gardner-Johnson. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes to a point where like they tell him, you don't have many other options. You know it's going to work here.
Yeah, no, I don't think that the fit in the locker room doesn't concern me with CJ. For the points you raise, the Eagles locker room has handled big personalities before, and they know what they're getting in that sense. And for that reason, like again, the fit doesn't give me pause. It's really just I wonder if he would still have better opportunities elsewhere to play. A clearer path towards safety. I agree with you. I think Andrew Mukuba, I mean, they drafted him in the second round for a reason, and he really hasn't given them a reason to turn the page on him quite yet, or to go away from him as a starter in that secondary. So it's intriguing. I do think it might be your best. I guess the thing that I still hang on to is like your best secondary might be CJ in the nickel with Cooper DeJean outside. You kind of maybe are making 2 spots weaker that way, but the weak link system that is a defensive secondary, you could talk me into that being a better option.
Eagles have never not gone to the Super Bowl when they have CJ Gardner-Johnson on the team. Meanwhile, Kenyon Green, the guy who they acquired for CJ Gardner-Johnson, released for like the 3rd time.
Yeah, I mean, that trade, especially since they did the pick swaps back with the Harrison Bryant deal, I mean, it is just, or the Harrison Bryant and John Mechie trade, it's really not, it doesn't look like either team would do that trade over again if given the chance.
Well, there you go. Let us know if you think in the comments CJ Gardner-Johnson should be coming back to the Eagles. Subscribe to the PHLY channel, and we'll talk to you later.